I lost some time just to take gas and to build science vessel, and it is very good. It was very good. Just action from Michael, but actually, in generally, when both players are in the same position, but it is kind of luck, I think. But actually, the most just I think, but it happens very frequently. But when the Zerg is going to the Guardians, he lost this game. Actually, the same thing. Such Mind has all the Korean commentators on the Pro League and Star League. So always, if some pro gamer is going to the Guardians, oh, they are joking such like that. Oh, he's gonna lose this game. Yeah. So actually, yeah, it depends on the situation. Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, you moved out with your rather sizable force. There's 4 tanks in there, good number of Marines. But if we were to trace the path that the army has gone, it would just kind of look like scribbles in the middle of the map. What are you doing with the army?
And just in this time, just as you can see, I'm doing some other things. I'm taking just another location, and I build some another just my troops, making some another barracks. So just I have to just to save the time just for doing just other things, and I had to just keep my troops in the center, and then going to pressure just to maybe to his natural or just to the 7. Just yeah, I just trying to save my some time just for doing other things. Yeah, and now I'm going to pressure to the just natural. The Zerg, but he has all the pilots already, so I had no chance to make any damage to him because he has the Nidus Canal and he has the pilots on both sides. So, and this time I just have to just to keep just to take just to save some time just to make other vessels and just make my another experts working, and yeah, just I had to just to keep some time with these troops.
All right. So the troops are just a distraction, so you can set up your 4th. Yeah, your 4th.
Yes,
all right.
I have some Marines there, and the Zerglings are coming now, but they cannot make some very crucial damage.
Right.
But this Grand Line is very big, so actually in the late or mid game, the Zerg has very just various paths just to go through the terrains and just to make some damage. He can just go through the canal and just go to my 3rd expo with mineral only expert, and he can go to my location on the 1, and so very good Zerg player. He can just use such things very efficiently. So I think just in this man just Terran has very just bad. I think in the late game, especially in the late game, Terran has some very disadvantages. Yeah.
Now I'm watching the dropship up towards the top of the map that almost got scourged. But you had built that dropship a lot earlier, and it was just kind of hovering around your base.
Yeah.
What was your plan for this dropship?
Yeah, actually, it was just part of my plan, just to save some time, just to keep Michael just on other things, not just to make some his troops and just make some drones and take some other aspects. I tried to kill, just to save some time, just to yeah. But actually, Michael has very, he has very good multitasking and he had just scourges who just hold the map, so he can just and when he saw my dropship, he can just go just with his scourge to just kill my dropship. So actually he has very good multitasking, so it doesn't work. It didn't work properly, so just the dropship just was killed. But I just expected just to do just all things, just everything, just to keep this, to save my time. So it was the little part of that.
Okay.
So you can see now just Ultralist and Dervins are coming to my person. And that's what I'm talking about. Dervins is very difficult just to keep some very big troops in another location and go and keep the center position. So just for these things, just Terran needs a huge amount of tanks, vessels, and marines. But in this situation, when I had in the first from the beginning, right, I had very bad position. I had very just late starports, so I don't have just enough vessels right now. So it's very difficult for me just to defend my all these bases from the ultras. Yeah. So just I tried to do just something, just to do everything just I could just to defend my bases. So yeah, I did it, but actually Michael has very good position still, and he has just 5 guesses right now. So he has enough hatcheries. So, but well, actually he doesn't have enough drone though. But actually he has very good position, so he can just make Zerglings, Ultralisk, Defilers, and just to go to the to everywhere. To my just mineral only Espro, just to go to my just Espro on the one. Yeah, he has very big, huge just choices here. Yeah.
I didn't notice this the first time around. But are you building factories at your 1 o'clock because you want tanks to be able to defend that easier, or just because you've run out of room in your main?
Yes, just tanks are very very effective just to keep my base just from such attacks, because I'm doing just another upgrades for my tanks. So that's why when tanks have just +3 upgrades, it's very effective against Ultralinks. So it was my just last chance just to win this game. I tried just to make this expos and just keeping just saving some time just to do my upgrades for the tanks and make some more science vessels, and just to making just my full limit of my troop. So that's why I need some such tanks, and you can see just later how these tanks are gonna work there. Yeah, but tanks are very important in such situations.
Alright.
Yeah, it was very just lucky engagement for me that I could kill this hatchery, but actually Michael it's not so serious just damage for him, because he has already just 4 guesses is very it's kind of enough for Zerg to make just such Zerglings, Ultras, and Defilers is pretty enough. So it's not he didn't take such huge damage. As you can see now, he's making his troop, but he has already just a 2k supply of his gas, so it's very good position.
Now, you've probably lost 10 science vessels this game already.
Yeah.
Do you, when something like that keeps repeatedly happening, not specifically scourging science vessels, but something similar to that, do you make in-game changes to try to prevent that from happening more? Or is that something that you think about after the game and will work on doing better in the future?
Alright. it's kind of inevitable because I had to kill those defilers and ultralists, but also Michael has very good huge amount of prosperity and he can make some just plagues. So just I had to I need to have this very good control to save all these vessels, but it's impossible. So
Okay.
just and all these things needs some control, but it's very hard to keep this control in the late game. So that's why just I lost this such huge amount of vessels. But still, I have very huge amount. I still have just 7 vessels. It's pretty enough.
Yeah, it looks like 7. All right. So you don't change. So you don't try to be more cautious with your vessels, even when you're playing with somebody with such good surge control.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So you can see now just Michael is doing some his multitasking just jobs. So he made some drops and he killed my another troops which were going from my base and. Everything, every engagement, he's taking just a very good just advantage in every engagement. So I had to just only defense. Even though I had in the limits, I have more limits than Zerg, but still I have very bad vision.
All right.
So these tanks, as you can see, they work pretty well. So. I could just defend myself when Michael did some drop there, that I could kill this ultralisk and defilers, even they were under the storm, but he had, with upgrades, tanks had very good damage, splash damage, so tanks are very effective in this stage, yeah.
Now, you talked earlier about how hard it is to expand on this map and how important it is to get gas. Why do you not expand to the island?
Actually, as I remember, I'm gonna take this island later, but Michael had already had his upgrades for the transport. It's already done, so he can notice. He's gonna just notice this expert on my island very easy. Yes, so it's gonna be failed.
Because you
but
can't.
Actually, I had to keep my some troops on the islands also. So it's kind of I can do that, but
it's really hard to defend against drops.
There.
It's really hard to defend against drops, right?
Yeah.
Each time. Okay, that's what I thought.